In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the all-parties Hurriyat conference has demanded an early visit by a joint team of the United Nations Human Rights Council and global human rights bodies to take stock of the plight of the Kashmiri prisoners languishing in Indian jails. The APHC spokesman, in a statement issued in Srinagar, said that the Hurriyat chairman Masarat Alam Bhatt, Shabir Ahmed Shah, Muhammad Yasin Malik, and Asya Indrabi, among thousands of other illegally detained Hurriyat leaders and activists, are suffering from multiple ailments due to non-provision of proper medical treatment. He termed the criminal apathy meted out to the ailing Kashmiri prisoners by the Indian fascist regime as brazen violation of prisoners' rights under Universal Declaration of Human Rights announced by the General Assembly of the United Nations on 10th December 1948. APHC leaders and activists held a parade session at the grave of freedom leader Ghulam Muhammad Pullah on his 47th martyrdom anniversary in Sopore today. He was arrested by Indian police and later martyred in custody on this day in 1975 in Central Jail, Srinagar, for leading a protest rally against Indra Abdullah Accord. All Parties Hurriyat Conference AJK chapter convener Muhammad Farooq Rahmani and other Hurriyat leaders in a meeting in Islamabad today paid rich tributes to Shaheed Bullah. The participants of the meeting also paid condolences to the family of illegally detained General Secretary of Dukhtarani-Millat Nahida Nasreen over the death of her mother-in-law in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Chairman of Jammu and Kashmir Salvation Movement Altaf Ahmed Bhatt, in a statement, also condoled the sad demise of mother-in-law of Nahida Nasreen. He paid glowing tributes to Nahida Nasreen and other jailed female leaders for their exemplary steadfastness. Meanwhile, massive protests broke out in Budgam district today after an Indian army officer burned down the photographs of slain Iranian military commander Qasim Soleimani in Magam area of the district. Locals came out of their homes while shopkeepers downed their shutters and staged protests against the Indian army. Indian troops fired bullets and tear gas shells to disperse the protesters. The situation remains tense in the town. On the other hand, over 24 people were arrested as PhD scholars and dental surgeons held protest demonstrations in Srinagar and Jammu to highlight the issues faced by them in their respective fields. In India, Karnataka police have started profiling Kashmiri students studying in different colleges in the southern Indian state. Police have directed all colleges to provide personal details of the Kashmiri students, including their names, present, permanent, and email addresses and mobile phone numbers. A Kashmiri student was arrested by the police in Madhya Pradesh on the charge of posting an objectionable status on WhatsApp. On the other hand, 13 students from the government high school in Shivamogga district of Karnataka refused to take the class 10th preparatory examination after being asked to remove hijab. Several lawyers and free speech activists have slammed the revocation of license of a Kerala-based news channel, Media One, for being critical to BJP and its ideological fountainhead, RSS Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. A BJP lawmaker in Uttar Pradesh, Raghwinder Singh, while making anti-Muslim remarks, has boasted if he is elected as an MLA again, Muslims will be forced to wear the typical Hindu mark, tilak, on forehead. The General Secretariat of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation has expressed deep concern over the recent public calls of the genocide of Muslims in India, harassment of Muslim women on social media, and the banning of female Muslim students wearing the hijab.